Anthony Hernandez comments on the fight against Reinier de Ridder, breaks down the matchup, and shares his hopes for a championship fight after this high-profile middleweight clash that's set to take place on October 18th in Vancouver. Fluffy's arrival onto the scene was kind of unexpected, especially in the context of the elite at 185, who at some point or another are considered potential title challengers depending on their position relative to other contenders. His quietly accumulated winning streak turned pretty impressive soon, and we got ourselves an intriguing dark horse in the division. Well, now he's no longer under most fans' radar, and after so dominantly and violently finishing Roman Dolidze while extending his win streak, he turned himself into an interesting potential challenger for Khamzat Chimaev's belt. Another such contender is none other than RDR, who's been on fire since signing with the UFC and quickly became one of the top contenders. These two will soon give us an answer on who's Chimaev fighting next. Fluffy is excited for the challenge, and he's looking forward to get his title shot.
The way I see it is, it's two high-level martial artists, and we get the chance to go try to murder each other, and like, we really get to see what we can do to each other, you know what I mean? And it's fun to me. Like, someone's gonna try to hurt me, I'm gonna try to hurt him. Cool, run it. No, I think he's good. I think he's dangerous, but I think I'll figure him out, and I think that I'll be victorious. And it's like, until then, we just keep going. So like I said, my coaches will have a game plan for me. I'll sit down, I'll listen to it, I'll put my 2 cents in, and then we just kind of figure it out, and it's double down on it. I usually figure someone out in the first 30 seconds of fighting them. Their approach, basically. So here's the thing. It's like, there's specialists and then there's MMA. Like, when you see like what Kazma's doing, okay, he's a wrestler. You know what I mean? Like, when you see what Izzy was doing, he's a sick-ass kickboxer. You know what I mean? Like, there's specialists and then there's MMA fighters. The new generation that's coming right now, we're MMA fighters. I think we're going to prove that it's a whole different breed. You can't be one-dimensional against us. That's truly how I see it, but it's going to be a fun fight for everyone. I feel like you guys are going to enjoy it. I'm going to get f***ed on taxes, but run it, whatever.
Michael Bisping offers advice to fighters who might get stuck in Khamzat Chimaev's crucifix next time in case we get to see that minimally offensive top control again. As the dust settled following Khamzat's victory over DDP, naturally all of the attention was diverted to whatever might come next in the middleweight championship picture. The most relevant of questions following the fight, or the one-sided grappling match over 25 minutes, was the following one: who holds the antidote to that kind of neutralizing grappling approach? And while the prospects are pretty interesting, with RDR, Fluffy, Imavov, and Baralho all fighting for that chance to dethrone the newly crowned champion, Michael Bisping gives some attention to a specific position that Chimaev has used effectively in the past, and of course most recently against DDP. The South African found himself stuck in the crucifix position for quite some time, and despite it having been primarily caused by DDP's own incompetence on the ground against a high-level grappler, Bisping found those moments fascinating, and he now claims he's invented a new way to escape the position.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Amazing display of dominance, but Jesus Christ.
I'm with you. I just wanted a little more, and not much. Like, if he had taken some more risks and did, like I said, posture up, really go for it, try to push on the head, try to squeeze it out, because you're right, Dricus was tucking in there, but we all know when you're in a crucifix, there's one easy solution to that. You peel him off with your forearm, and then you start using your weight to try to land. You land one. If he had just gotten a cut and landed a couple more, he would have gotten TKO.
I have a genius way of escaping the crucifix, and I did a little YouTube video on it. It works every single time, and I did it in Bangtown. I used the guy that organized the seminar, and he isn't really a grappler, but I said, hey, come here, and he got me in the crappiest crucifix known to man, right? And I did it, and it's a full-on reversal, right? Everyone in the comments, oh yeah, good luck doing that to Khamzat. Well, yeah, but the tighter it is, the better it works. So anyway, whatever. You go try it on Sean Brady and let me know.
John Jones almost gets into a brawl with multiple people on a street in Miami as they attempted to steal a camera from his teammate while the two visited a shopping mall. Dagestani fighter Rustam Khabilov has been a longtime teammate and a friend of John's, and this is also a figure in the Russian MMA space that often appears in interviews to discuss things going on in their space. Sometimes he does analysis post-UFC events as well, but mostly it's stuff related to Russian promotions and regional fighters there. One of these channels he frequently appears on, Ushataika, just did another interview with him in which he revealed that he and John almost fought a group of thugs, as he described them, who were trying to take away a camera that Rustam had just bought at a shopping mall. Khabilov says that they noticed multiple guys follow them around the mall, who then went outside and stood there, apparently waiting for them, as they had noticed an expensive camera in Rustam's hand. Jones and Khabilov then agreed to immediately jump them if they approached and get out of there as soon as possible.
Мексиканцы хотели отжать камеру у нас. Камера-то дорогая, не дешевая. И они такие, Они, когда мы заходили в магазин, они уезжали. А потом, я смотрю, они ходят за нами в магазине. Я говорю, хотят отжать, и смеюсь. А они-то не понимают, с кем они хотят связаться. И потом, вообще, мы были, если мы выйдем, и они нам подойдут, что-нибудь будут говорить, надо сразу их спать отправлять, потому что вдруг они под чем-то, и у них оружие есть. Мы вышли, они там где-то возле своей машины стояли, я не знаю, там приседания, отжимания, всякие вещи, смешные вещи делали. Мы посмеялись над этим всем и сели в машину и уехали.
Они выглядели прямо как бандиты?
Да, в белых майках, побритые наколках, все дела.
Да, прям.
Aljamain Sterling comments on the fight that never happened, the one that the UFC got angry with him and Merab for not being willing to have against each other. The tale of two friends at the top of a division is a rare one, and naturally whenever people in a similar position end up fighting each other, whether they're former friends turned rivals or even fighters from the same gym, there's always an added layer of intrigue surrounding the clash itself, and of course the whole build-up. From Rashad versus Jones to Masvidal versus Covington, such matchups occasionally do happen, and the promotion, just like the fans, are only for it. In Merab's and Aljo's case, it all unfolded a bit differently. Dvalishvili refused to even entertain the idea of fighting his friend for the title, and the same sentiment came from Aljo's side. With Sterling losing his title and moving up, Merab soon became the champ, so it all worked out just fine. But in a conversation with Usman and Cejudo, Sterling revealed that had UFC offered him considerably more money, the whole friendship thing might have become irrelevant.
There's no legitimate amount of money that the UFC has paid that we know, like disclosed to our weight class, that's gonna be something that's worth us tarnishing our friendship over. You know what I mean? Like some people will go, oh, but they pay you $1 million. I'm like, you think $1 million is really worth what we got? Like, no diddy, but it's just like that money goes so fast. And it's not like we could do something that's gonna be life-changing for both of us. Now, if they came to us at like 5, 10 grand, 10 million, that's life-changing money where it's worth a conversation, Not saying it will happen, but worth the conversation. So I think a lot of people kind of get that wrong. They're like, I was blocking him, or he was afraid to fight me, or I was afraid to fight him. I was like, dude, I already had a conversation with him behind the scene. I'm going up a weight class. At this point, I'm just looking to have one more defense and then be done. And then shortly after, I had the one that was rushed, but that's a whole nother conversation.